The 28 Years, The Bone Temple sequel's fate has seemingly been revealed. 28 Years Later and its sequel were filmed back-to-back, with the first movie released in June 2025 and the follow-up in January 2026. While The Bone Temple's ending sets up a new installment that will complete the trilogy, there has been some uncertainty about whether it will happen after the second film underperformed at the box office. Now, an Instagram post from actor Alfie Williams indicates that the 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple sequel is happening. He shared 2 images of training with a bow and arrow and the caption, "It's great to be back," alongside a smiling winking face emoji. Check out the image below. In the 2 previous films, Williams plays Spike, a boy who has left his island community behind and is now on his own path on the mainland. Spike has previously used a bow and arrow, and at the end of The Bone Temple, he and Kelly, Aaron Kellyman, are being chased by some of the infected, and Jim, Cillian Murphy, decides to help them. Murphy, who first played Jim in the 28 Days Later movie that kicked off the post-apocalyptic horror franchise, was confirmed to appear at the end of The Bone Temple before it came out, which would set up a larger role for the final movie in the trilogy. In December 2025, it was reported that a third 28 Years Later movie was moving forward, with Murphy in talks to return and Alex Garland writing the script. Despite The Bone Temple only grossing $58.5 million worldwide against a budget of $63 million, Williams' post indicates that the trilogy is still going to get its conclusion. 28 Years Later was a box office success, as it earned $151.3 million globally against a $60 million budget. While back-to-back filming led to a short wait for the sequel, the unusually fast turnaround may have contributed to the sequel not performing as well as its predecessor, even though it had better reception from critics and the general audience. 28 Years Later has an 88% score from critics and 63% from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. In comparison, The Bone Temple's reviews led to a certified fresh tomato meter score of 92% and a verified hot popcorn meter score of 88%. Along with Spike, Jim, and Kelly, other characters expected to return for the next sequel are Jim's daughter Sam, Mia Eastmond, Samson, Chi Lewis Perry, and Jamie, Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Before his death, Dr. Ian Kelson, Ralph Fiennes, cured Samson of the rage virus, and Jamie was not in the Bone Temple after being separated from his son at the end of the previous film. The upcoming sequel is anticipated to tie together the franchise's various strands, especially after Jim's absence in 28 Weeks Later and 28 Years Later. This includes addressing the fate of Selena, Naomi Harris, who survives 28 Days Later with Jim but is not with him or Sam during the final scene in 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.